Going into the new year and a new presidency, a marketing expert shares with us what you need to know on how to grow your business.
And we're coming back with some tips for small businesses. What does it take this year to grow your business? We're bringing in marketing expert Cynthia Irons, the founder of High Peaks Marketing. Good morning, Cynthia. Good to see you. Now,
good morning.
Hi, great to have you. So let's, start with what are the key marketing trends small businesses should focus on or hop on in 2025?
Number one, authentic storytelling. You can't get beyond what it means to a customer to know who you are, what your values are. That authentic storytelling really humanizes a brand. Number two, SEO for local search. Very important for small businesses to leverage a free tool, Google My Business. That is all about local, and it's going to find customers in your backyard. And we can't get past AI-powered marketing tools like ChatGPT. They're great for small businesses.
Got it. So I have a lot to touch on now. So let's start with, you just spoke about obviously SEO, and we know that the digital space is pretty crowded now. You also talked about authentic storytelling. Is this something how small business can effectively set themselves apart from the crowded digital space or general crowded space that they're competing with? What else can they do?
Oh my gosh, the crowded space, yes. And let's touch on social media. I mean, this weekend was a doozy for small businesses when it comes to social media with all of the changes. Instagram changing their feed from square to portrait. TikTok, it's a lot when it comes to diversifying too. So I would say for small businesses, look at what you have, build a consistent calendar for content, and start using the tools available for you. It's not going to be overwhelming if you have a calendar in place and a plan for how you're going to go after your customers.
So how has marketing in general evolved over the past decade or a couple of years or so? And how can small businesses stay nimble and adapt?
It's really about technology. It's, I would actually say, a lot easier now for small businesses to do marketing because of the tools that are at their fingertips. Let's take a look at something like ChatGPT. I like to say it's like the easy cheat sheet we had in high school. You can use it as a first draft. Go into ChatGPT and ask the questions about building a content calendar, ideas for newsletters, blogs, social media captions, but don't take it verbatim. Put it into your own voice. And then that's when I go back to saying a content calendar, an editorial calendar. Plan out your month. What are you going to do for social media? How are you going to put these plans into place? And then tools such as Canva make design so easy. You don't have to be a designer now to get a really beautiful piece of content. And then you also have things like InStories, which helps put together reels and really beautiful videos for you. So while, yes, it can seem daunting for a business with marketing, the tools available to you now make it so much easier.
Yeah, let's talk about that a little bit more. We know that there's almost everything is possible with AI. You could also generate images, maybe even videos. So where do you see, is there a limit to what you can do, what you should do with AI? Because you also touched on that, maybe ChatGPT, you should just use it as a starter and an inspiration, but not fully use it verbatim.
Most definitely. Don't be verbatim. The reason customers come to you, again, goes to the number one trend, which is authenticity. It has to sound like you. And yes, ChatGPT and some of these other AI-powered tools are great and they start learning your voice, but it's never going to be a substitute for you. And it's you that a customer attaches to in a small business. So keep making sure you're using it as a first draft and not a solution. But the more you put into it, the more you're going to get out. So ask a very detailed and specific question and keep getting nuanced until you get the answer that you want from AI. But then again, it's a first draft. Put it into your own voice so that it is authentic.
Got it. So authenticity is the trend here that carries through. So I know we touched on social media earlier. I want to go back to that for a second. How important is it still? Is it still as important as a few years ago? And you just mentioned, because there's been a lot of changes happening. Also with TikTok, things are uncertain. How should small businesses approach that?
Social media is vital, and it's not just the post you put up, it's also working with influencers on social media to get user generated content. But again, small businesses, don't be overwhelmed. Yes, Instagram made some big changes. It's now portrait size. You can go in today and adjust your covers so that they are not squished looking. You can now do videos up to 3 minutes. TikTok, yes, there's looming changes over the next 90 days. Diversify. I highly recommend small businesses start using YouTube if they have not already. It's tied to Google. It has tremendous benefits for your organic traffic, and organic means free. That means someone is going into Google or Bing and they're looking up something and you want to be what comes up in their search. And YouTube Shorts, you can reuse content, reuse your TikToks, reuse your Reels. Change the title, change the hashtag, change the caption, get it up on YouTube Shorts, and start creating a new dynamic means for a channel that's going to bring you new customers.
Thank you so much, Cynthia Irons. Some great tips this morning. I appreciate that.
Of course, anytime.